first impression of the ride of the 265 is that it feels like a bigger boat than what it is. I don't know how fast the Seakeeper Ride adjusts, faster than you can with your fingers.
So we extended the transom so you have a little bit more room in the stern. Your feet aren't in the motor.
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole point of this.
Yeah.
So you pop this out and you have rod holders. We didn't forget about our fishermen. It comes with a live well, rod holders. This is really that crossover boat. We're just calling it our Sandbar boat, but we didn't forget about fishing.
Yeah.
Hook up the hose to that, and then boom, all of your toys are inflated. So this is our shading system. It goes over almost the entire stern of the boat. This actually, just like you'd have in a luxury car, this is your key fob.
I believe they're going to be giving me some tickets to give away. If you're looking to get some tickets for the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, Kirsten's giving me 2 tickets to give away. Ready?
Yeah.
That Seakeeper Ride is so good at keeping the boat level. It's working here.
Yeah.
We're doing 4,200 RPM, 42 miles an hour, 43 miles an hour at 4,300 RPM, which is yeah, it likes to be trimmed up a little bit.
Yeah. You can just see it drastically improve.
Now what's nice is that inside this canal, right, there's a lot of boats coming by, so the waves are hitting the walls, they're coming back, so the wave pattern's all confused, so the Seakeeper Ride kind of keeps us from jolting from side to side. I don't know how fast the Seakeeper Ride adjusts, but I think it's like thousandths per second or something like that.
Really fast.
Or like hundredths per second, faster than you can with your fingers.
It's the fastest on the market.
Yeah. First impression of the ride of the 265 is that it feels like a bigger boat than what it is. This is only a 26-foot boat. I mean, 26-foot boat is big. It's a big boat. But it just feels bigger and wider. How wide is this boat, Kirsten?
This one is 9'4", and it's just over 26 feet in length.
So just over 26. Like I said, it feels like a bigger boat. When you have a wide boat like this, the ride is so much better. You feel safer too. The freeboard is really high. The boat is super stable. Didn't pound once. Now, yeah, we're not taking it out into the middle of the ocean or anything today. Today's not one of those days, but it does cut through the wakes that we were going through really, really nicely. The Seakeeper Ride is one of my favorite things on boats, period. It keeps you from having to do any work, and it makes the ride so much better. You know, you can see when we were we were when we're cruising and those waves were kind of confused, you'll see that the Seakeeper Ride is keeping you from jolting to the sides. You'll see it moving slightly, but it adjusts really fast. So all these boats come standard with what you see on the boat. So power steering. I mean, look at this. This is so convenient too. It's so much easier. The digital controls are great. Twin Suzuki 250s. Way enough power for this boat. And even though it is a big boat. And yeah, you're looking at a top speed around 60 miles an hour. And you're cruising at 42 miles an hour at 4,200 RPM. No problem. This is Kirsten. I'm sure you guys have seen her on my other videos where we've done the 22 before. Yeah. The Sandbar boat. So which model is this, Kirsten? Is this the 26 Sandbar boat, or is this just a new 26 model? Which is this one?
So this is our new 26 Sandbar. We launched our 24 3 years ago, and then now last year we launched our 22, and we wanted to go bigger, so we launched our 26. So this is actually a new hull, which is really exciting. We have a 26 foot in our fleet, but it was 25.9, so we wanted to actually have a full 26. It's just over 26 foot. So we are NMMA certified. So this boat now fits the criteria of yacht certified. So, which is an awesome, great thing to check off in your box, especially for a builder standpoint. So now we have our first 26 yacht certified boat.
So what is the difference between this and the model that you had previously, or that you still have, the other 26? Because you guys made some improvements. Well, what are those?
Yeah, so we extended the transom, so you have a little bit more room in the stern, which I'll show you. So you can see the back here have more room in the transom. The whole point of us creating that was so that you can sit back here and just lounge and have your feet, and your feet aren't in the motor.
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole point of this.
Yeah, you're not in the rigging or anything like that.
Yeah, so you have more room, because the whole point of our Sandbar boats is that you can be facing forward or backwards. So you can see this boat, you can make it into a full lounge, or if you pull it up like this, it's a seat, which is awesome.
And this also comes out and fits in here.
Yeah, that one flips as well.
Yeah, so that's great if you're hanging out at the Sandbar.
And then this also pops out, which is really cool. So you pop this out and you have rod holders. So you can kind of store this away. So we didn't forget about our fishermen at all. Comes with a live well, rod holders in the stern, fish boxes with macerators, standard. So this is really that crossover boat. We're just calling it our Sandbar boat, but we didn't forget about fishing.
Yeah, this is perfect for the person that, has a family, that likes to go fishing on the weekends, maybe goes to Sandbar after, or does both. I think that's a perfect mix of both. Exactly. And we're gonna do a full walkthrough of the boat. Kirsten, what's underneath this whole thing here? What do we have under there?
So underneath there's your batteries, your bilge access, all your wiring and whatnot.
Yeah. Once we get to the dock, we'll do like a deep dive into everything. But we're out here in the water. We're just going to do a quick overview.
Yeah.
And then over here, same thing, right?
So if you pull out that draw, there's actually a cooler bag.
Oh, nice.
So we've seen like a decrease in hard coolers being used on the water. So we wanted something that you could take home, fill up, and bring back.
Okay.
And it doesn't take up a lot of space. So we launched that cooler bag, which is awesome. So you can take it on and off instead of a hard cooler.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to have to add anything else onto a boat, right? You want it just to take up any space, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, since it's all limited.
Yeah.
Cool. So what's this down here? This is for, I'm assuming,
a table,
table.
which we'll set up. So you can have a table here, you can sit here.
Okay.
And then, like I said before, with this seat, the whole point of this boat is you can be facing forward or backwards. So these helm seats actually fully rotate so that you can be chilling at the Sandbar and facing backwards. And also you can be using the table and be facing backwards. And we also added a cushion on top of the live well. Easily pops up. It's magnetic, which is super nice. And then this can be removed, and then you can use your live well, or you can sit here, which is a comfortable seat while you're sitting at that table.
Yeah, and if you're fishing, you put the cushions away, you put them in the console, or you leave them at home.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's super convenient. All right, Kirsten, so we said that's a table here. I noticed that, is this new for you guys too, the double doors?
Yes.
The double side doors? That's super convenient.
No, it's honestly awesome. Okay. And we wanted to give it something really unique besides everything else that's new. So we wanted to add the double doors, which is great. And then you can see right here, this is the attachment for the ladder. So easily comes on.
Where do you keep the ladder? Is it in the console or do you keep it?
It's actually in the bow seating.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of space where you could put it in the console too.
Nice.
But yeah, it folds down pretty compactly, so it is pretty easy to move around. But great feature to get you on and off the boat. Those things gotta be heavy.
Yeah, it feels very, very heavy duty. All this is super, super heavy. I see the live well back here that you were saying, the aquarium style live well.
Yeah. Magnetic cushion too, which is nice.
Yeah, I like that. Cause you know what, those like pop up, the little cleats. What are they called? The little snap-on.
Yeah.
I think they're terrible. Those things always break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big old live well.
Going to clip.
We got lights and stuff in there too. Sweet. Nice touch there. And then these are fish boxes.
Yeah, port and starboard, and they both have macerators too. So
also, it has
all your
macerators.
full fish guts in there, you're chilling.
Cool. That's pretty big too. Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah, full finished fiberglass, and then so are all our compartments.
Yeah.
So we don't want any mold. Our stringers are also finished fiberglass.
Kirsten, I don't know if you know the answer to this question, but do you guys do an infused hull or do you guys do a laid up hull?
Yeah, so this boat is actually an infused hull.
Kirsten knows her stuff. Yeah. So we got dual fish boxes here. Nothing else up in the front. Okay, so just those two.
There's one big. It's super deep in the bow. We actually put the hose in there because there's a freshwater hookup over here, which is a nice little feature. So the hose is in there, but yeah, it's super deep. But it doesn't have macerator. Only these two.
And what's this black thing here? I remember seeing this on the 22. If I remember right, that's your compressor. Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's the for all your tube toys.
So what's okay?
Yeah,
Is
so
this?
like I said, ultimate sandbar boat.
Yeah.
Hook up the hose to that, and then boom, all of your toys are inflated.
Nice.
Which is so nice. You don't have to do this in the parking lot anymore, which is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, you could so you can deflate and inflate right there, and you could do it all in the water. You don't have to like bring it or stack it on the boat.
Exactly.
You could just inflate it and be gone.
Yeah, deflate it, throw it in the compartment.
Speakers. So you have what brand speakers come on this boat?
Yeah, so we have Audison. We went between JL, Wet Sounds. We were kind of testing everything out. Audison is actually owned by Hertz, which is a really high-end in-house or in-home system. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of Hertz. And Audison is the marine version. So a lot of other boat builders are definitely using them as well. A lot of pontoon boats as well. But yeah, this quality is unbelievable.
Yeah, and we'll play some music in a little bit so we can hear that.
Yeah.
So you have the dual captain chairs up here at the helm with the bolsters. That's a nice touch. And these are adjustable, so can you move them forward and stuff too, or no?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm using this lever. You can move back and forth. And these are actually made at our factory too. Our upholstery is made in our house.
You guys make almost everything in your factory, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have an aluminum shop where and our powder coating section to our factory where powder coating and aluminum is done, and then our upholstery. So this is our custom upholstery, which is nice because if you do ever have an issue or whatnot, you can order directly through us, or you want to like upgrade or refresh your upholstery.
They just call you and you ship it out.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
sweet. I noticed there's a gigantic subwoofer here.
Yep.
Nice. What size is that? What is that, a 12 inch? I'm not too big into tunes and stuff like that, but I mean, if you like to bump your music, you'll hear it at the Sandbar. Yeah. So we said the power steering. This comes standard with power steering.
On all boats,
all boats.
150 horsepower now on Seapro.
Okay, and then you got the digital gauges for Suzuki. Simrad is standard for you guys, right? That's what you guys use.
Yeah.
Simrad.
Yeah, it becomes one screen standard, and you can easily upgrade to the second one with pre-cutter screens.
Nice.
Or
And
a black glass.
And the Seakeeper Ride is standard on this as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. I know that's an expensive item to add onto boats, but I think it's worth it, especially if you're a newer boater that doesn't know how to navigate too well. And that way you're not messing with the trim tabs and you're actually paying attention to where you're going. Let's talk about the T-top, or the hard top rather. This is infused as well, right? Got the integrated speakers up there. You have some lights. What do you have up here? A radio?
Yeah, and then storage.
And then storage. Yeah. Nice and neat. What's this little cool little thing right here? It's like a little.
Yeah, so this actually, just like you'd have in a luxury car, door, this is your key fob.
Oh, it's a fob.
Yeah, obviously, God forbid you were to lose this, you can control everything through the screen or through the battery switch on the stern. But basically, key fob, we wanted to give like a luxury feel of as if you were driving a nice car.
Yeah, I see that you can control the windlass up and down. That's pretty smart. So that way you don't have to actually go up there.
Yep.
Cool,
Exactly.
All right. Then you got a couple little. I like that you guys put this on all your boats. I like this a lot too. Nice little dry storage up there. And then I like this as well. Just get some flow.
And it's crazy, like that stays fully shut. Like you saw, we were just doing full throttle, and
Yeah.
that thing doesn't budge.
Yeah, we were going full throttle. That's magnetized up there. Well, this T-top is. I like that it's integrated into the console and it's not on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it gives you all this free space to walk around, so you get a ton of space. And I know that these D poles are super strong. Yeah. All the grab handles.
Yeah, glassed in windshield as well.
Yeah, glass in windshield. You're not gonna have to deal with that isinglass or anything like that, ripping and stuff like that. So, this is the console over here.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna take a deep dive into the console later once we get over to the dock.
Yeah.
But one of the cool features that I like about this boat is like these guys really do take their time and think everything out. This little grab rail here is for anybody that's inside the console, right? So when you're coming out, you have something to grab onto, and especially when you're in the water and you're moving around. So I really like that feature here as well. Big pop-up cleats, heavy duty cleats. And what do we have up here, Kirsten?
So that's a seat. Underneath the seat is the sink in the kitchen.
Okay, so
in the head.
in the head.
Yeah.
So you can't open this up.
No.
So, because
we
you have.
chose to give space in the console instead of giving a storage box.
Got
Because
it.
you have a storage box in the floor, and then you also have 2 storage boxes underneath here.
And then this table, is this the same table that you can put in the back
So
on the stern?
we actually have, so this is a table and filler piece for right here. The stern, we have a stern sandbar table that's also standard on this boat. It's a smaller, lighter one. So that's in the console. So we'll set that up for you and show it.
Awesome. And then this is that big storage
Yeah.
space that you were talking about?
You'll see the, we had an anchor to show you, but
Yep.
This one has a through-hole windlass. That was the stern anchor we were using.
Yeah. I love that everything's finished. And all of this is plumbed as well, Kirsten? Like all that is...
all drained.
Oh yeah, so you don't get a mess in there. And then I saw that you have a windlass, but I don't see a windlass up there. Is that inside
Yep.
there?
Yeah, so
Cool.
it's a through-hole windlass. So if you open up that compartment, you can pop up there,
Yeah.
and you'll see the whole system.
Look at that.
Fiberglass too, which is super nice.
That is a sweet setup. Nice and finished. You have your switches over here, so you don't have anything up here on the actual on the deck. Sweet, man. That's heavy duty up there. See all the anchor rod in there. You have a spare wrench. Yeah. Yeah, and if you like fishing, this is a big enough space for a casting deck. I mean, you've got tons of space to walk around up here.
Yeah, and all these cushions are moved too,
Mhm.
so you can easily remove these and use this all as a fishing platform.
Yeah.
And
How
then
how
you
big?
also-
Yeah, how big are those?
These are pretty big. Also, all of our compartments are insulated
Oh.
with friction hinges too, so they're nothing slamming. But they're all insulated, so any of these can be used as cooler boxes as
So
well.
you don't need a cooler to bring on the boat. You got everything on here. Awesome. I like that. Now I noticed on top of the T-top, Kirsten. Yeah, these are tough to push down because of those friction hinges that you have
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
I like that. Just like you said, those struts can fail and they'll get your fingers.
Yeah,
But if you have those, that's extra protection. I like that. So up here you have a huge spreader light, and I noticed that there's these telescoping poles. What are those?
So this is our shading system. This thing is awesome. I'll roll it out for you, but basically it goes over almost the entire stern of the boat, and it has a control at the helm, and you can put this out and you have a full shade in the stern. You can also add a bow shading system. This one doesn't have it because we added the stern one. But yeah, there's a ton of shading options for our boats because this really is a sandbar boat, and you need a sandbar
Yeah,
shade.
you need shade. Everybody's trying to hide from the sun.
Yeah.
And it's all non-skidded and stuff. So if you wanted to stand up here, you could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the antenna, and
Like the grab rails up here, plenty of space to walk here on the gunnels. This feels super solid. This boat just feels solid overall. Everywhere you go, it's just a solid boat. This is hole number 1.
Yeah, this is hole number 1. We're so excited about it. We're gonna make probably little changes here and there. Like our engineering team's always thinking of great new ideas. But yeah, this is hole number 1, which is awesome. We actually have hole number 2 that's just finishing in production. Yeah, so we're really excited.
And can we see this boat at Fort Lauderdale? Are we going to see it?
Yes, this boat will be at Fort Lauderdale. And our goal is to be at every major boat show in the U.S. this winter with this boat or our second one that we're building.
Awesome.
Finishing.
Awesome. Well, we're going to head back to the dock and we'll do a deeper dive into the boat. Kind of get into the nooks and crannies of this thing and see some more stuff. So we'll see you back at the dock.
Do it.
Look at this, man. This is so nice though. Like, it's so big. Kirsten's the captain for the day. I like being passenger princess today. I mean, look at how much space you got, man. This is perfect for lounging. Tons of space. All right, guys. So I'm on the boat. I'm all by myself, and we're gonna do a deeper dive into this boat now that we're not on the water and get a closer look at the details. Now, please keep in mind, this is hole number 1. So, and even for being hole number 1, this is pretty perfect. Yeah, and it hasn't even been detailed or anything like that. So, this is a first look at the Sandbar 265 from Sea Pro. Nobody's seen this boat yet. This is brand new, and this will be at the next boat show and all the boat shows coming out after Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. So I like to start my videos at the stern. So one of the changes that Kirsten was telling me that they did to this particular model was, if you see here, they actually extended the hull. They extended the hull, that piece over here that you see, and that is to give you the space for when you're sitting astern, so you don't have the engines at your feet. So it gives you about maybe 8 inches worth of space. All right. Now this particular boat is powered by twin 250 Suzukis. I have a 250 Suzuki on my Grady White. It's an excellent motor, got plenty of power, and as you saw, it moved this boat without any problem. Top speed is somewhere around 60 miles an hour. If you look down here, that little attachment, that little white attachment, that is for your Sandbar table, which is that guy over there. And that's perfect for hanging out at the Sandbar. I really enjoy that. I think that's a cool little feature. And again, like we showed you earlier, this does flip out. I want to look inside here and see what we have underneath in this compartment. So let's move this table out the way. What we have inside here. Okay. Alrighty. So again, this is hole number 1. All right, and this is an infused hole, and as you can see, it hasn't been cleaned because, again, this is just hole number 1. All right, hasn't been detailed or anything like that. And you can see, got this huge, this is looks like an aluminum frame for this seating over here, super strong. A freshwater tank over here. You have your batteries, your 2 starter batteries, and your house, your deep cycle battery over there. Okay, and you have an onboard battery charger that's over here. All the rod holders are plumbed, as you can see, so they can drain. Click that off, and that way you can flip this around and have a whole bench seat across. See that? These are all magnetized. I love that. That way you're not messing around with clips. You have a wash down back here, which is super convenient when you're coming in and off of the boat, in and out of the boat. That's super convenient. Another feature I didn't notice before is you have access to your radio. So when you're chilling on the Sandbar, when you're out with the family, you don't have to come into the boat. You can actually control the radio from up there. Control your tunes. Nice table. Like Kirsten was saying, this table is perfect for sitting down, entertaining back here. Play your dominoes back here if you wanted to, and you could turn these helm seats around, and everybody can enjoy the stern of the boat. A nice little feature, and it stows away inside the console. I want to take a look inside the console and take a good look in there just to get an idea. She told me there was a sink in here, kind of like the 22. And it's a full head, look at that. And then you got a nice head. Okay. So you have a little sink. This is your windlass breaker. And this is your discharge for your holding tank. It's your Hertz amplifier. It's a good size space if you want to change, if you want to use the head. Again, now we have the cushions out here, out on the bow, extremely comfortable. So let me give you some of my impressions for this particular boat. Number one, it's extremely wide, very, very wide. That's the first impression that I got. It's just, it feels heavy and big. But with that said, it was extremely nimble, especially with the twin 250 Suzuki's out back. We got on plane fairly quickly, and we were cruising at the same speed as the RPMs were. So if we were going 4,000 RPM, we were going 40 something miles an hour, 41, 42 miles an hour. That's a super efficient boat. The motors don't really have to work all that much. The Seakeeper Ride, fantastic. It's amazing. It really does a good job of keeping the bow straight and level. It really takes away any of the work, and you could just navigate the boat, and you don't have to worry about fiddling with anything as you're navigating through the water, which in my opinion is huge for safety and for some of those new boaters that really don't know the ins and outs of navigating. So I thought that was great. Like the twin Simrads, big chart plotters. On this one we actually have all the engine information here, your RPMs, the speed on here, and then over here you can set the Seakeeper so you can see it working as we had when we were out there running. But everything is controlled through here. The lights, the telescoping, shade, everything can be controlled through here. Kirsten was telling me that they've had really great success with their 24-foot Sandbar boat, that they've sold a ton of those. I'm curious to see how this one does in the market. I think 24 to 26 foot is really the sweet spot for maybe those boaters that are starting to get into boating and they have a family. And this particular boat does everything. You can go fishing, you can go cruising, you can go to the Sandbar, and I really think that this boat has done a really good job of covering all of those points. There's luxury, but it's a very subtle type of luxury. It's not flashy in your face. So when you start really looking into the details, the boat really does shine. I like that you can put all the cushions away and you can go fishing. It's got the rod holders out in the back. It's got rod holders out here on the gunnels. The boat's finish is extremely nice. Even the fish boxes are finished. It just feels like a really expensive boat. And I don't even know what the price is going to be for this boat for the boat show, but I'm assuming it's going to be a good deal. And we'll get that in a second. And the boat feels solid, man. We were navigating through the canal, and it had that chop, and this thing never pounded once, and it sliced through whatever wake that we got from any other boat. It rode really well. I would like to take it out into the ocean. We don't have time for that today, but I'm sure we'll be doing more things with Sea Pro in the future, like I did with my 22. If you're interested in the 22, I'm going to put that video up here so you guys can see. Make sure you check them out in the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I believe they're going to be giving me some tickets to give away. So if you're looking to get some tickets for the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, I think Kirsten is giving me 2 tickets to give away. So let me know what you guys think about this boat in the comments. Give Sea Pro a call if you guys are interested, or come see them at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. I'm going to be there every day this year. So, and I'll be at the Sea Pro booth for sure. Follow me on Instagram so you can get live updates for when I'm at the show. I'll be showing where I'm at. If you guys want to hang out and chat for a bit and go over some of the boats like Sea Pro. So if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.